Structure and organization. Naval Command is the organizing body that directs all operations for the Imperial Navy. It responds to the direct orders of Emperor Palpatine. Under Naval Command, the Imperial Navy has 4 branches. Number 1. Line Branch. Responsible for the Empire's warships, capital ships, and support ships, as well as their commanders and crew. Number 2. Flight Branch. Responsible for the Empire's starfighters, their pilots, and support personnel. Number 3. Fleet Support Branch. Responsible for maintenance, engineering, including the Engineering Division and the Technical Services Division. Number 4. Support Service Branch. Responsible for specialty systems, including communications, navigations, weapons, and medical services. Formations and deployment. While all operations are directed by the Naval Command, individual commanders have the Imperial Armada at their disposal. They know better than to spend their resources recklessly. Not every situation calls for a hammer. The Imperial Navy force is composed of the following units. The Line. Structure. Typically 4 larger ships, though this number can go as high as 20 depending on ship composition. Commander's rank, Captain, given the title Captain of the Line. The Line is the smallest organizational unit used for space combat. The Attack Line. 3 heavy cruisers or 6 to 8 light cruisers. The attack line actively engages the enemy. If a Star Destroyer line is present to provide direct firepower, an attack line will harry the enemy's flank. The Heavy Attack Line. 4 to 8 medium or heavy cruisers, possibly including a Victory Star Destroyer. The Star Destroyer Line. A single Imperial Star Destroyer. By itself, this vessel is equivalent to a line in strength. Skirmish Line. 4 to 20 corvettes, or similarly small, well-armed ships. A skirmish line engages starfighters and frigates, as well as provide backups for the TIE fighters. The Pursuit Line. 4 to 10 light cruisers or frigates, with enough speed capability to pursue fleeing ships. The Troop Line. 2 assault transports and 2 medium cruisers, used for ferrying Imperial Army troopers into active battlefields. The Recon Line. 2 to 4 light cruisers, fitted with surveillance and communications gear. Recon lines do not engage in direct combat, but are critical in identifying the locations of rebel hideouts. Squadrons. Composition. Multiple lines, typically totaling between 14 to 60 ships. Commander's rank, Admiral. A squadron is a standard unit assigned to a single star system. A light squadron. 1 skirmish line and 1 reconnaissance line assigned to low threat systems. The heavy squadron. 2 heavy attack lines assigned to systems with suspected enemy activity. In situations where pinpointing an enemy's position is required, the heavy squadron may be 1 attack line and 1 reconnaissance line. During aggressive operations against an enemy, it may be 3 heavy attack lines and 1 skirmish line. The Battle Squadron. 2 attack lines and 1 pursuit line, including at least 1 Imperial Star Destroyer. A battle squadron is typically used for offensive operations against a known enemy. The Bombard Squadron. 1 skirmish line and 1 pursuit line, including at least 1 torpedo sphere. See Part 4 for information on torpedo spheres. This type of squadron is used to penetrate planetary shields and quell active uprisings on rebellious worlds. System Force. Composition. Multiple squadrons, typically totaling up to 90 ships. Commander's rank, Systems Admiral, given the title Commodore. A systems force is responsible for maintaining order across several star systems. Superiority Force. 3 battle squadrons and a light squadron assigned to maintain superiority in a given system. the escort force. 2 heavy squadrons and 2 light squadrons whose primary objective is to protect valuable Imperial assets. Transport force. 2 troop squadrons, 1 heavy squadron, and 1 light squadron, employed to transport and deploy Army troops and stormtroopers. System bombard. 3 bombard squadrons and 1 light squadron tasked with carrying out planetary bombardment missions. Force technical services. 8 transports and 2 armed escort frigates, charged with transporting mechanical specialists quickly and safely wherever they are needed most. The support force. Over 100 container vessels tanked with resupplying Imperial depots across the galaxy. The fleet. Composition. Multiple systems forces, totaling up to 400 ships. Commander's rank, Admiral, also given the title of Commodore. A fleet typically operates within a single sector, but it does not represent all the sector's naval resources. Superiority fleet. 6 Imperial Star Destroyers and up to 400 support ships dispatched to low-threat sectors. The assault fleet. 2 transport forces and 2 escort forces tasked to transport Imperial Army troopers to hostile sectors. The bombard fleet. 2 system bombards and 2 escort forces assigned to high-threat, low-value sectors. Bombard fleets annihilate opposition without concern for local infrastructure. The support fleet. 500 small vessels, most of them container ships. A support fleet equips Imperial military forces with weapons, ammunition, equipment, supplies, and consumables. The Deep Dock Fleet. A total of 280 support vessels and 1 escort force, used to support 2 space-based shipyards. These deep dock complexes have over 100 repair bays with hyperdrive engines for easy relocation. The Sector Group. Composition. Multiple fleets, typically at least 2,400 ships. Commander's rank, High Admiral or Sector Moff. A sector group represents the total of all naval forces within a sector and includes at least 24 Star Destroyers. Even larger naval forces than the sector group can be assembled as regional groups or over-sector groups, but these are not part of the standard order of battle.